Love, Little Red Hen by Alma Florata, illustrated by Leslie Tryon, read by Vienna Vance. Avenue of the Elms, Happy Valley, May 21st. To Hetty Henny, Forest Drive, Hidden Meadow. Dear Cousin Hetty, Happy Valley is a beautiful place, and I am pleased to have found a nice little cottage. I look forward to raising my chicks where there is so much space for them to run and play. I must confess, though, that I'm a little bit disappointed by our neighbors, Mr. Dog, Mr. Goose, and Mr. Cat. They are not very neighborly. When I asked if they could help me clear the field behind the house to plant corn, they each answered, "Not I, not I, not I." So I have done all the plowing myself. My 7 chicks are too little to help me with such hard work, but they kept me company and cheered me up. Now I'm going to give the chicks their dinner, tuck them in bed, and read them their favorite book. Please write soon. I would love to hear from you. With love, Little Red Hen. P.S. The chicks send you hugs and pecks. Cardinal Cottage, Riding Lane, May 24th. To Goldilocks McGregor, McGregor's Farm, Veggie Lane. Dear Goldie, thank you for your letter about going to pick berries with Peter Rabbit and his sisters, Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail. It sounds like so much fun. Have you been to their home yet? I would love to see Rabbit's burrow. I did not write back before because I spent 2 weeks at my grandma's house. I had a wonderful time. When we took walks, we made sure to stay on Royal Road. As you know, those awful wolves we encountered never come out to the main road. During one of our walks, we saw that there was a new family living on Avenue of the Elms, a very busy hen with a bunch of her little chicks. She was tending to a field of newly sprouted corn all by herself, and although it seemed like very hard work, she was singing, and her chicks were singing along too. It was quite wonderful to watch. I wanted to help, but Grandma did not think it proper. She thinks I was so taken by this hen because she is red, and everyone knows how much I like red. The truth is that she was working so hard, and she really needed the help. I hope I can see you soon. Your friend, Little Red Hen. Little Red Riding Hen. Forest Drive, Hidden Meadow, May 30th. To Ms. Red Hen, Avenue of the Elms, Happy Valley. Dearest Cousin, how wonderful to hear you have moved to Happy Valley at last. It is indeed a beautiful place to raise your young chicks. But I warn you not to let them go into the forest alone. Although I have never seen any, there is word around that there are some nasty creatures in the woods. Your planting corn sounds exhausting, and you were wise to ask your neighbors to help. Maybe now that you have done the plowing and sowing, they will help out with the weeding and the other work a hearty, plentiful crop demands. Wouldn't that be nice? Personally, I keep very busy. I have recently painted my house all white. It looks so clean it shines. I am now making new curtains and embroidering a tablecloth and napkins. It seems I am always with a sewing needle in my hand and scissors, thread, and thimble in my pocket. Let me hear how your corn works out, and let's get together soon. Your loving cousin, Hetty Hen. McGregor's Farm, Veggie Lane, June 3rd. To Little Red Riding Hood, Cardinal Cottage, Riding Lane. Dear Little Red Riding Hood, how do you always manage to see such unusual things? A red hen and her chicks singing while plowing a field. I would like to see that. I can assure you my father does not sing while he plows. He actually gets rather cross. I have not yet been to Rabbit's burrow, but guess what? Mrs. Rabbit wants to invite us all to a picnic. She says she will never be able to thank Mother Bear enough for saving her son, Peter, from those wolves last spring, but that a picnic would be a nice gesture. So one of your wishes will soon come true. I have been thinking about that hen you saw. Why not be good neighbors and give her a hand? The days are pretty long now that it's getting towards summer, and I can get away after watering the lettuce. The hen is not planting carrots, so we won't have to worry about Peter getting distracted. The 3 pigs certainly should be strong enough. Shall I ask them? What about starting next Wednesday? Your friend, Goldilocks. P.S. Let's make this a surprise. What time does the hen go inside to put those chicks to bed? Majestic Tower, Hidden Lane, Wooden Heights, June 15th. To Mr. Wolfie Lupus, Wolf Lane, Oakshire. Dear Wolfie, great news. Having finally recuperated from the disastrous attack of that angry mother bear, I reinitiated last week my surveillance of the woods. I have discovered that a new innocent morsel has just moved to the neighborhood. Do not worry, our decision to keep away from pigs and rabbits stands firm. The new neighbor is an appetizing hen, not to mention her brood of chicks. The poor creature has just finished planting a cornfield. We will wait until later in the summer when the corn is ripe and she and her chicks have grown plump. Then we can feast on chicken and corn. I tried to enlist the help of some of her neighbors to notify me when the corn is just ready to pick. I did not get far with a silly dog and a simple goose who seemed so startled by my presence they could not utter a word. But I finally got through to one of her neighbors, a cat named Lazy Feline I used to know in my smuggling days. He has promised to spy on her and let me know when the time is right. We can make more specific plans then. Keep well, Ferocious. Wolf Lane, Oakshire, June 19th. To Mr. Ferocious, Majestic Tower, Hidden Lane, Wooden Heights. Dear Cousin Fur, luck does seem to be finally coming our way. Yes, after our bungled confrontation last spring, we can say goodbye forever to rabbits and pigs, and their impertinent friends the bears. As I passed that rabbit's house last Sunday, I saw them all enjoying a picnic. You should have seen how the mother bear was watching over them all, as if I would have bothered with any of them. Now that you mention our seeking better prey, I remember a freshly painted white cottage on Forest Drive that I had not noticed before. It, too, is occupied by a hen who seems busy working around her house. I, for one, wouldn't want so much work to wear her down or make her tough. I will catch her at the first opportunity. Of course, I'll let you know so you can share in the feast. Until then, Wolfie. Forest Drive, Hidden Meadow, June 26th. To Ms. Red Hen, Avenue of the Elms, Happy Valley. Dearest Cousin Red, oh my, how lucky I am. Yesterday I had the biggest scare of my life. I still can't believe I'm here, in my own little house, able to write to you about it. It was such a hot day that I decided to find a cool place by the stream close to my house to do my sewing. As I was walking along the bank, looking for a shady tree, I was suddenly lifted in the air. I was unable to see a thing. It took me several moments before I realized I had been stuffed inside an old sack. My captor was carrying me away, and I was so frightened I could hardly breathe. Fortunately, the fellow was either very lazy or out of shape, because he got tired and stopped to rest. He sat under a tree and fell asleep, clutching the bag with me inside. I was desperately thinking of ways to escape when I remembered the needle, thimble, thread, and scissors in my apron pocket. So as soon as I heard loud snores, I cut through the sack with the scissors, placed a big stone inside the sack, and sewed it back up. I barely looked at my captor, a big mean-looking wolf, and ran all the way home. Now that I am cozily at home, I can't but wonder what the wolf's face looked like when he opened the sack. It's a pity I'll never know. Love from your safe and happy cousin, Hetty Hen. June 25th. To Ferocious, Majestic Tower, Hidden Lane, Wooden Heights. Come immediately. Hen captured. Let's party tonight. She's a plump, heavy one. Save your appetite, Wolfie. Cardinal Cottage, Riding Lane, July 15th. To Goldilocks McGregor, McGregor's Farm, Veggie Lane. Dear Goldilocks, now that we've been working in this cornfield, I understand why your father says that the life of a farmer is hard. I can also understand his moods a little better. My hands are full of blisters and my back hurts. I only hope the cornfield thrives and the red hen and her chicks have enough corn to last them through the winter. It's the only thought that helps me keep going. What do you think of putting a scarecrow in the field? Could you ask the pigs if they have any old clothes? I wouldn't want us to do all this work simply to feed a few mean crows. I'm too sore to write more. See you at the cornfield in 2 days. Love, Little Red Riding Hood. Avenue of the Elms, Happy Valley, July 25th. To Ms. Hetty Henny, Forest Drive, Hidden Meadow. Dear Hetty, when I wake up every morning, my first thought is always how grateful I am to be alive. Now I'm doubly grateful because you are also alive. What a chilling experience. I must say Happy Valley is turning out to be a place full of mysteries. My corn is growing nicely, but it seems as if it were taking care of itself. The soil stays moist in spite of the heat, and everything stays so nicely weeded. What is most surprising is that a scarecrow appeared last Thursday in the middle of the field. Certainly none of this is the doing of my lazy neighbors. I went to ask them, ready to thank them, but all they say is, not I, not I, not I. I must say that I am increasingly wary of a glitter in that Mr. Cat's eyes. I just found out from the mail carrier that the cat's last name is really feline, although his mailbox clearly says Mr. Cat. Do you find that strange? The corn should be ready to be picked in 2 weeks, so why don't you spend that Sunday with us? I've been collecting recipes for dishes from all over the world made with corn. It is amazing how many dishes there are. Looking forward to your visit, your Cousin Red. P.S. I'm thinking of leaving an invitation to join us pinned to the scarecrow's coat for whoever put it there. What do you think? Majestic Tower, Hidden Lane, Wooden Heights, August 19th. To Mr. Wolfie Lupus, Wolf Lane, Oakshire. Dear Wolfie, I am sending this brief note via a swift courier. Even after your visit to the doctor, traveling may still be difficult for you, but we must hurry if our plans are to succeed. That's good for nothing feline has failed me. He fell asleep on the job. Now he reports that the hen has already harvested the corn and is busily cooking. It looks as if she is expecting guests, too. We must get there before her guests arrive if we want our corn and hen supper. It is time for our feast. Come fast. Yours, Fur.